This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Lighthouse Inn 2, West End Negril. The Lighthouse Inn 2, where only paradise is more beautiful.
All here this evening to have a conversation. It's a conversation about agriculture. It's one thing that you must do every day, and that is eat. We must eat. And if we have the opportunities to eat what we grow, we will be far healthier, we will be saving, not just for yourself, for the country as well.
When them a chop road farm, a man a chop green grass. When me say we do, talk about scam. I farm me money they ban. Yeah, get your hand dirty, set a plan.
Good evening and welcome to Negril Times. Tonight we take you to Western Hanover, where farmers gathered in high anticipation at the Esher Primary School to hear from People's National Party candidate Heather Miller Bennett, who outlined an ambitious plan to revolutionize agriculture, empower rural communities, and transform farming from a struggle into a thriving, respected, and profitable enterprise for youth, women, and the wider parish as she seeks to unseat incumbent MP Tamika Davis in the upcoming general elections due by September.
All here this evening to have a conversation. It's a conversation about agriculture. It's one thing that you must do every day, and that is eat. We must eat. And if we have the opportunities to eat what we grow, we will be far healthier, we will be saving, not just for yourself, for the country as well. And so, when I was encouraged to do a forum, I said farming is a must.
Recognizing the vital role of agriculture in Western Hanover's economy and identity, the PNP candidate hailed the renewed interest of young people in farming, especially in places like Mount Peace and Askinish.
I went up into Mount Peace with Council Darren Barnes. And when I saw the amount of young persons who said they were in farming, I was very impressed. Because nowadays, a lot of young persons, they're not interested in that. The amount of persons that I met that told me that they're in farming. When I go over in Askinish, I never ever go in the Riverside Division, up in Askinish especially, and leave with an empty basket. There is always something. And then it has prompted me even more to ensure that this farmers forum is here so that we can get feedback, so that it will help to inform not just my plans, but the People's National Party's plans as we go forward.
She emphasized that farming must no longer be seen as a last resort, but as a dignified, profitable, and forward-thinking career path. Pig farmers and other livestock producers also got a listening ear, as Miller Bennett highlighted their concerns about limited market access and high input costs.
When I go over and call the division with Comrade Mayor, and I met with some pig farmers who they expressed their plight. They've been farming and they have their own issues. And I said, only if we put it in a forum like this, that we can share ideas, that we can hear, that we can tell you what it is that I have planned for you, what it is that the People's National Party have planned for the farmers of Hanover. Then that way we can all come to a place where we can have a good way forward.
The evening wasn't just about problems. It was about solutions. Miller Bennett unveiled a plan to expand cooperatives and access to financing, train farmers in modern, climate-smart techniques, develop irrigation systems and agro-processing hubs, introduce agriculture-based entrepreneurship in schools, and most notably, empower women in farming, calling them the sexy farmers, redefining rural livelihoods.
Nobody watch how me clocks lean. Soon start supply Walgreens. Stocks large but no plant trees.
One of my plans is for wealth creation for Western Hanover. And wealth creation, agriculture is at the heart of wealth creation. There is no way parish that is rich in history, culture, opportunity, that we can't use agriculture to propel us forward. I believe with collaboration, community collaboration, strategic investments in agriculture, then we can build a better Western Hanover. And today, I want to encourage you all. Don't just sit there. Give us your ideas. Tell us what you want, because it is your vision. It is our vision that we are going to use to build this parish. And for me, I mentioned about young people doing farming, and I'm quite impressed with that. And for me, I think modernizing and expanding agriculture and agricultural production is a way forward for the parish. How do I plan to do this? Through supporting small farmers and agribusinesses. By providing modern training. By providing training in techniques, new techniques, including climate smart agriculture. Sometimes you find persons plant crops and hurricane come, and what happened? It's gone. So planning and providing that kind of smart agriculture, providing training for that is essential. I mentioned about the big farmers and some of the issues that they were having in terms of selling and their products and selling the pigs. And alone, sometimes you can't eat alone. It requires collaboration. And sometimes as a group, it is important that you collaborate. And one of my initiatives, my planned initiative, is to strengthen cooperatives and farming groups, providing collaboration between farmers so that they have better bargaining power. Because I know you can't do it, you know. But if you have a cooperative that you can all come together and go and lobby, it makes better sense. And so that's one of the initiatives that I intend to put forward, is to ensure that there is collaboration and providing farming groups and cooperatives to help with lobbying and support. It has been very difficult for farmers to get loans and grants, because a lot of times, as a farmer, to go into the bank to get a loan, it is hard, because they are going to have, a lot of times the banks don't value the crops that you have. And so again, collaboration, strengthening that kind of collaboration is important. Providing that facility to assist groups of farmers and even individual farmers in accessing loans and grants. Earlier somebody mentioned about farming lands. And yes, it is important that we identify some areas to assist farmers who are interested in going into farming. Identify idle lands for agricultural development to facilitate production. Simple, like assisting with lease agreements to ensure that there are idle lands out there that we can identify, and persons, especially young persons who are interested in farming. It's a way to encourage them, because we must eat, and so farming is important. Water. We have a problem here, don't we? We have a problem with water. As a farmer, it poses a problem. And so we have to look at irrigation, convergence. We have to look at irrigation and water resource management. How do we do that? That is important. A parish that has so many rivers, we will have to put some kind of focus in water resource management in order to boost agricultural production in the parish. And we will be calling upon JAS and the Bureau of Standards to help us to provide some training in new farming techniques. How do we do certain things better? And sometimes, you know, we can call on our neighbor who is doing something. We can't be selfish, we have to share our own ideas, because we We alone can't do it. You alone can't do it.
With the election season heating up, Heather Miller Bennett is positioning herself not just as a politician, but as a partner in progress, promising to put farmers first, unlock the parish's untapped potential, and ensure that agriculture becomes the beating heart of a stronger Hanover. A pertinent message from a candidate seeking to cultivate change, from the soil up. We'll continue to track the political developments in Western Hanover as Election Day approaches. Good evening, and thank you for watching.
Set a plan. Buy phone, let me do. Buy ram, let me do. Buy cow, yeah. Buy land right now. Just see me a sell ground provision, yeah. Me sell 30,000 pound a yam, yeah. Those who Irish in a the van. I'm gonna supply the whole of sell the farmer man. 24/7 me the out pan the field of waterland.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Lighthouse Inn 2, West End Negril. The Lighthouse Inn 2, where only paradise is more beautiful.